welcome back to Armchair Armory, and it finished at I keep forgetting how to pronounce this, the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan Stadium, Sevilla Football Club. Excuse me, I'm going to do this. I'll do that again. It finished at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan Stadium. Sevilla 1, Arsenal 2. For some reason, I look incredibly dark right now. For some reason, the light in here isn't great. So, what to say? A game of two halves. Definitely a game of two halves. Sevilla did what they normally do. They seem to always come alive in the last 20 minutes of games. Every time I've watched them, like when I watched them against United in the Europa League last season, they seem to always do that. In the last half an hour of a game, they'd come to life. So basically, first half, we weren't great. Pretty much a similar performance to Chelsea, I'd say. Like, passes not stringing, we're not stringing passes together. You know, we had one chance where Martinelli was put through by, I think, by Tomiyasu, and fluffed his lines, so to speak. Interestingly, with the starting lineup, there was one change from Saturday, which was Tomiyasu coming in at left back for Zinchenko. Raya remained in goal, which was quite a surprise to me, to be honest. I saw a tweet from the Highbury squad, Sophie Nicolau, who said, "Stop wasting oxygen on this now. It's now that's it now. Raya's the number one." And to be honest, like, I'm starting to think that might be the case, but I just don't understand it. I don't know. It doesn't seem logical to me. To Ramsdale didn't do anything wrong. Unless Ramsdale's done an Aubameyang and, you know, taken the piss for the last 3 months or whatever, then I can't really see why we're replacing Ramsdale with Raya. Like, if anything, they're kind of similar in terms of quality, with Ramsdale probably being slightly more established, because, you know, even today Raya was still you know, giving off an air of nervousness, unfortunately. So yeah, first up until kind of the end of the first half, we were a bit lackluster. As I said, we weren't stringing passes together. But to be fair, neither was Sevilla. Sevilla had one chance, I think, which was kicked over the bar. Nothing really to write home about. It wasn't as if, like, it wasn't like Chelsea in the sense that, at least in the Chelsea game, Chelsea were creating chances and looked the better team. It was kind of like a dead rubber at that point. At that point, if you had woken up from a coma and saw that first half, you think, oh, this is going to be a 0-0. Then literally out of nowhere, Gabriel Jesus takes the ball on the halfway line, magnificently turns the Sevilla midfielder, I don't know who it was, and threads a ball through into Gabriel Martinelli, who's basically got the length of the pitch, the length of Sevilla's half of the pitch, to get down there and score, makes two defenders go down and the keeper, and slots it home. And it was very reminiscent to Ozil's goal against Ludogorets, you know, where he ran from basically the same position and, you know, had people flying all over the place. Then again, Bobby Firmino did that to us at the Emirates as well once. But yeah, so we go in at half-time 1-0, and some people will probably say it was against the run of play. Like, we didn't really expect to be. I didn't think that we'd be 1-0 up. I thought we didn't play well enough to score. But anyway, the one thing I will say is that we were defensively sound at that point. And then second half, we come out and we're a lot better, a lot more controlled, a lot more composed on the ball. Finally threading passes together, mainly through the wings of Martinelli, Tomiyasu, White and Saka. Ødegaard again was sort of nowhere to be seen today. And then, you know, Gabriel Jesus takes the ball on the left-hand side and just out of nowhere, top bins, and we're 2-0 up, and it's a result I didn't expect. I didn't expect us to be, dominating. And then 5 minutes later, Sevilla get a corner. They score from ahead from the set piece. They score from the corner. It was a free header, essentially. Raya didn't make a move for it. The defenders that were covering that guy that scored weren't really giving much of an effort, and Sevilla are now back in the game. And from that moment onwards, it was all Sevilla pretty much. It was a very nervy last 20 minutes, and it's not something you want to be going through on a Tuesday night. But to be honest, like I said, this is a game we sort of had to win. We had to get a positive result at, and the fact that we won, and this is all, as I kept reiterating, was probably the hardest game of our Champions League group, Sevilla away, and we managed to win. It was a gutsy win, as I've coined recently, a caveman's win. We didn't play amazingly well. We played average, but we still managed to win the game. We still managed to produce 2 moments of quality, Gabriel Jesus in particular. And so it was pretty good overall. I think Lucy Ward on TNT Sports actually sort of summed up what I was thinking, that it was like a typical European away performance, where you're not seeing, for large parts of the game, you're not seeing much of the ball, or you're not having much opportunity, but when you have your opportunities, you take them, and then it's just a case of game management, which I believe Mikel Arteta and the team did do quite well. I don't think we defended badly. They did have a couple of chances towards the end. There was a heart in mouth moment. 2 heart in mouth moments. Where one was where they had a corner was whipped in. The ball was kind of like bouncing all over the place. Raya went in for a punch, and it must have hit the top of his knuckle. It must have hit him like there and ricocheted up towards the goal. And on another day that could have gone in, and that could have spelled the end of the fans' tolerance for David Raya. But luckily it went over the bar, and the score remained 2-1. And then literally in the dying minutes of added time, I think it was like the 93rd or 94th minute, Ocampos, who's probably one of their star players, gets a ball into him, one-on-one with the keeper on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, and takes a really good touch, but just gets it wide. His finish was terrible, and again, the sort of luck was on our side. So all in all, I can't be too displeased. Like, the performance wasn't, we didn't blow them away, but I think again we did just enough to win. We managed that. We through Gabriel Jesus's moments of quality, putting through Martinelli and the goal he scored. That's basically what got us in front. And then, even though we conceded, we still managed the game well. So I believe that takes us into top position in our Champions League group, as far as I'm aware. There's PSV and Lens drew today, 1-1. So we are 1 point ahead of Lens in second, and we have a goal difference of 4, whereas they have a goal difference of 1. So really and truthfully, like, we've got now 2 home games coming up, I believe. We have 2 home. I believe we've got the next 2 Champions League games are home. So we've got Sevilla at the Emirates on the 8th of November, and then Lens on the 29th of November, and then our final game is on the 12th of December, which is a significant day for me, but I will explain that in due course. To maybe in the new year, either in the new year or kind of the end of November. I'm planning on starting a new series where I just talk at the camera for however long I want to. And so PSV at the Philips Arena is the final Champions League game. So yeah, all in all, not too bad. And that's the thing. Like, the point I'm trying to make, I got distracted then. The point I was trying to make is that, being that we've got 2 home games next, Sevilla at home and Lens at home, if we win those, we've pretty much qualified for the next round. So all in all, a pretty good thing. And this was the game that we needed to win and bounce back from after losing to Lens. Right, I'm going to leave it there. The next time you will see me Armchair Armory wise will probably be for Newcastle, because I am... What's the next? Oh, because Sheffield United is a 3:00 kickoff, so I can't watch it. And West Ham in the Carabao Cup, I've got plans, so I can't record anything, unfortunately. So I'll probably miss the game as well. So yeah, the next one will probably be Newcastle. So for West Ham in the Carabao Cup and Sheffield United, they will be just the Sims. So hopefully you enjoy that. Enjoy me playing EA Sports FC 24 very badly. Right. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I'll see you soon. Take care and stay safe.